Good evening, good evening to all those who are looking. A blessed day, good evening, good night, good morning to whichever part of the world you are joining me from. This is Dr. Matthews-Bey. Islam to you, my Moors, my Moorish brothers and sisters. Islam, I, self-law, am master. I'm also welcoming those who will be joining me via the GMS Live Radio Guyana. Welcome to the Dr. Matthews Show. And I want to start off very fast and right away. Uh, to those who are accustomed to having the Dr. Matthews Show on Facebook and realizing that it is not up and running is because Facebook has still, has not released my account as yet. They still have my account in prison, but it's okay. It's their platform I'm using to channel the algorithm that I use. And for those who comprehend will realize that I was reading something that they sent me a message. And Facebook is telling me that in order for me to use my Meta business account, it must be fully identified with a how should I put it over? With a valid identification and an original name. That I'm not going to do. You better believe it. I'm not going to do that. But what they're trying to say is that the kind of message that I'm putting out is not the kind of message that they have for Guyana. They already create an algorithm for Guyana, so Guyanese will not be furtherly edified upon Aboriginal indigenous history and artifacts and etymology and all these things you cannot be edified upon. So I cannot sit here and edify you, the Guyanese people. And not only that, they pulled down most of my accounts. No, sorry. They pulled down most of the video, the shows that I had. They pulled down at least about 7 of them. I was counting. I was going back on it on Facebook and realized they had deleted some of my programs that I have up there. But as I say, it's okay, I am pretty much stronger than that. So without no further ado, I want to make myself noticed again, tearing up all those who are de facto. And as again, like I say, like Facebook, because of the algorithms. So this evening is such a special evening that I have tried dearly to get to you on frequent basis. So those who are looking at the program right now, you can check me out on Dr. Matthews-Bey. That's on YouTube, right? And I think that's the better thing to do. Check me out on YouTube, Dr. Matthews-Bey. I'm going to type it in right now so you can get to comprehend. Oh, Lord. Okay, looks like I can't do that. But to those who are joining me, I want to say to you that thank you very much for supporting Dr. Matthews. I figured out that they were seeing the numbers climbing of the Dr. Matthews-Bey show, and the followers were getting like what it used to be on the Gavin Matthews show. But it has proved to be fertile again. So, to not be fertile again. So, there's other ways around it. But as I say, I'm on YouTube and also I'm on my original page, Matthews-Bey. So to those who want to see me on Facebook, I'm on Matthews-Bey page. I think that's a page you can't shut down because you're gonna shut down my original account. And there's a different talking politics on your original account than talking politics on your business account. So on your business account, there both accounts has algorithm, but you cannot distort the algorithms that were designed for that page for you to, you know, broadcast. But in any further ado, I must say to you that today I was made to comprehend that there were some royals here in the corporation of Guyana to see Aboriginal peoples who would have been, you know, put into a position where they are at the bottom scale of the ladder. And these royals came from the continent of Africa. And you know, brothers like myself who were advising these royals took them around the places that they were not supposed to go and see, took them to functions that did not involve government officials, made the people feel very terrible. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I was surprised that that kind of behavior came out from the museum, the African Museum, the person who runs that thing, and the person who's in charge by the de facto regime of repatriation committee. But I'm going to say this to you. It was a terrible, terrible thing you have done. You hid 30 royals, some Guyanese Afro villages. 30 royals you hid from them. It didn't even come over the news. I was trying to find out if they had news on it. If it was in the media, in the news media, print media, it wasn't even, I didn't even see things like that. That's bad. That's really, 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 really bad. That's terribly bad for you to do such a thing like that. But I'm going to go straight away into my show because I believe that certain things needs to be done. And that's one of the main reasons why I come on tonight and decide to say some on this particular show about what went on. And when it comes down to Aboriginal indigenous story or culture, or it's supposed to be taught, nobody knows. Look, I was reading up on the Bantus today, and the Bantus is not only a tribe, but it's a group of people that engulf the entire African continent, and they spread throughout the African continent. You know, and outside of the African continent, Brazil has the largest populated Bantus. Outside of the African continent, it's 100 million in Brazil. So it tells me that, you know, my ancestry, my brothers and sisters, were living in this place for a very, very, very long time. For a very, very, very long time. But I'm going to be honest with you. I was very much appalled and annoyed that these people came to this country and there were some African brothers, I don't know if they got paid by the government or what, who kept these people out of the limelight of Guyanese, you know, Afro Guyanese or Guyanese or Aboriginal indigenous persons like myself, you know, and it's very much bad and terrible. But I say that to say this, that the Dr. Matthews-Bey show would be coming to you on a different platform, where the platform is strictly about Aboriginal indigenous studies and artifacts, and helping to build each other to come off or to come up the ladder that we are now at the bottom of the social scale of that ladder. So that show will take it will take a catapult, it will catapult its position where it is right now to more or less an Aboriginal indigenous identification. And you'll find from time to time there will be some persons who will come on the show. They're either from Uganda, Ethiopia, South Africa, you name the country, they'll be there to commit towards the development of villages of Afrocentric Guyanese, or I may say Afro Guyanese. So, that will be one of the greatest things that will be happening on this show. And it will be from time to time where I will be inviting others to come on the show and to say something. So, for the other rest of stuff, I will divide up the information that you'll get on a daily basis through Monday to Friday. But I must help you to comprehend and I must warn you. The show wouldn't be discussing anything more political. It will be discussing the life and the history of people who looks like me and needed to come out of the struggle and oppression that they're in by political bodies that are calling themselves democracies. Okay? So let me see if I forgot anything else. No, I didn't think I forgot anything more. I'm happy to share this time with you as your brother. And I must say, peace, love, friendship, and trust. Peace, love, friendship, trust. Yeah, peace, love, friendship, trust to you all and justice. So I hope that you can enjoy the rest of your evening. And I want to say to tune into the Dr. Matthews show from Monday to Friday, where I'll be bringing Aboriginal, Indigenous studies, artifacts, and etymologies of words to you. So I must say a very pleasant good night to you once again. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6:30. Ready and fired up. Pleasant night.